Okay, let's sit and have some tea together. And my phone is right up against the window. I hope it doesn't fall down. But like I said, I've broken the little piece. Let me sit down on my tripod that clips the phone on. So I've got the tripod, but it doesn't have the clip attachment. So anyway, I've got to just sit right in front of the window. If my face looks red and ruddy, it's because I've used the Cosmoland peel, which I do tend to do from time to time. And then it almost like burns your skin. That's how it feels. It feels like a sunburn. So you can actually see more like as the light changes, it goes, and my cheeks are a bit puffy. So that explains that. And let's segue into, with all of that said, being a woman is like this never ending thing of, I went recently for my roots. It's the Cosmoland peel. It's a bit of makeup to go out. It's the never ending worry about one's weight and one's looks and one's figure. And even my new favorite YouTuber, Heidi Clements, who basically says, she doesn't own a scale, she doesn't diet anymore, do all that, but she still worries. The thoughts still pass through her head. She might want to lose weight, and then she's like, "No, Heidi, don't fall for that." Thinking, um, she only recently wore a bathing suit on the beach because she's worried about her cellulite. She's 62 or 63. I mean, you will have cellulite at that age. It is just impossible to not have cellulite at 60, whatever. And yet she's worrying about it, judging herself, and not wearing certain clothes, which shows me that this feeling is universal to all women everywhere. This feeling of body judgment. Oh, there's a little fluff in my tea. Body judgment, body shame, body image issues. They're never going to end. I hate it, but I mean, it would be my greatest wish for women worldwide, no matter what their weight, no matter their age, no matter anything, to feel good as they are in their own skin, and to just say, "If you beauty standards," but we don't, we can't. We fall for it all the time, and it's like I say, it's universal. And then you get all the anti-wrinkle creams, which I wish were not called anti-wrinkle, because you cannot anti-wrinkle. And I know, shame. A lady said to me the other day, "You've got such smooth skin, you don't have wrinkles." At rest, somehow, by some grace of God, I still don't. But dynamically, when I move my face, I do. Obviously, I do. I mean, I'm nearly 46. It could be a combination of the few things I've done to my skin in the past, with a bit of tretinoin, good genes from my mom, but they're coming. I do have. So she's kind of wrong. I do have. Granted, it was at her wedding and she'd had a few drinks. Maybe her vision wasn't that clear by then. But yeah, no woman will escape wrinkles. That's for sure. By the time you are in your 50s, you will have them. And thank you to the viewer who's commenting. I don't know what your real name is, but your handle is Lala Blots. I think I'm saying that correctly. You are right. YouTube is a business, and that's what my partner keeps telling me. He's a business owner, and he keeps saying it's a business. And most businesses in the first year to 5 years, they don't even break even. So he's saying that I'm very lucky to be making money, because I would consider the first sort of 3 years where I was just playing around as not being serious. Like, it's as if you're dabbling in the business. This last year or two, I've taken it seriously, but yeah, it is a business. And this is what's so hard to wrap my head around, is seeing it as such, because I feel like I always want to connect with my viewers. I always want to know who you are, what are your real struggles, and how can I make you feel better. So even as I'm dishing out weight loss advice, I feel the sense of, oh, but I don't want you to feel bad if you have weight to lose, because I don't want any woman to feel bad about any part of her body. I know the feeling, it sucks. It sucks. So, how can I And I think there is a way, and I think I'm finding it, and I think that's going to be my absolute niche, is there is a way of having healthy, realistic weight loss advice that doesn't make you feel bad about yourself. You know, there is a way, and I don't always need to be in the tip top shape to give the advice. I can also say it's cool to relax, and it is. It is cool to relax. You don't have to always have muscles and veins and striations showing, and you don't have to be whatever percent body fat you think is the lean ideal. You really don't. These are arbitrary ideals. Are they cool? Sure. In the moment, it's cool. You hit that thing. I mean, I've done it. I've hit that what they call stage weight, stage ready. I got up on stage and I competed. And yeah, it's cool, but it's still like, so what? So what? You know, did that add to me as a human being? Gave me confidence. Yeah. It showed me I could hit a goal. Yeah. What I was most proud of was the guts it took to get up on stage, because that is scary. That is terrifying, to prance around in a bikini, no matter what you look like, and being judged. So to face that fear, that I was very proud of, I must say. Yeah. And therein was the achievement for me. It's not about the body fat percentage. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it felt good. Sure, it feels good to have a body that you look in the mirror and go, cool, cool, nice. But it really doesn't change your life. It really does not. And I think the people who say that it does, maybe it's because they went from like clinically obese to slimmer. Maybe there it would be a big life change. And obviously I can't speak to that. I was only around about 27 pounds more than what I was at my lowest weight. So for me, the jump wasn't huge. It wasn't like I lost 100 pounds, but it was still a big weight loss thing for me. And it was to see myself in a new way. It did help me do that. But like I said, I didn't get a new job. My whole life didn't like magically change, which I think you think it will. Look, maybe when you're young and in the dating market, I hate to say it, but I think it would be advantageous to be slimmer. I just do. I think still most men in Western society, I do think they still prefer a slimmer body. Um, we're not Brazilians. Brazilians on Love is Blind Brazil. If you see those women, especially in this season, they are, what do you call it? Juicy, thick, whatever the word is. Sorry, I'm old. I don't know if that's the right word. Um, but not a single skinny malinky that I could see, and I felt like that's good. That's good. We need to see healthier, plumper, curvier role models. We really, really do. Says me giving out the weight loss advice. But weight loss is not a mystery, and I think for some people it feels like a big mystery. And I think that's the other sort of niche where my niche where I'm good at is it really is simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Calories in, calories out. I know. Yes, the type of calories probably do matter, but I don't think they matter as much as we think they do. I think you can play around with those macros. I personally feel that there is an ideal. I don't always want to follow it myself. It's boring. Sure, I've said it before. I follow it, then I don't, then I do, then I don't, then I do, then I don't, and so that's why sometimes I feel like I'm contradicting myself, because in the moment when I'm following it, I'm giving out that advice. In the moment when I'm not following it, I'm saying, oh, I eat this and I eat that. But yeah, because I change and life changes and our perceptions change. Like when I say perceptions, whether I feel that weight loss is a valuable thing to strive for, which I don't think it always is. I really, really don't. I've said before, I don't think it helps you be a better parent, that's for sure. I mean, if you're always thinking in the back of your mind, you're trying to calculate your food and your portions, and your mind is maybe a little bit too preoccupied with something that's not vitally important. Yes, feed your kids healthy food, so that is important. So there's a benefit to doing healthy eating, but there's also where it can get out of hand. Like with most things in life, it's about a balance. It's about keeping a healthy perspective. And so there is a way of following a healthy weight loss eating plan without becoming disordered. There really is. But it takes maturity, and it takes seeing your body truly non-body dysmorphic. And again, I think a lot of us can tip into dysmorphia, and then you have to just like slap yourself out of it sometimes. Yeah. And then like today, I took my son clothes shopping. Sure, teenagers, they outgrow everything. So I think we bought half the shop. It was just a pile of clothing. Anyway, I saw a cute little t-shirt that I'll show you. I'll bring it to you now. I'll show you quickly. Okay, so this is definitely for my generation, Nirvana, for those of us who are old. Very inexpensive, which is great, from H&M. So my son bought half of H&M today, which is cool. So anyway, yeah, so I was trying on that t-shirt in the changing rooms, and what the fuck it is about old skin, like you get, I'll show you all these, I don't know if you can see them, all these extra little spots and marks. I don't even know if they're picking up on the camera here. That all these little brown there that I never had before. Why? I'm like a little leopard or a cheetah. What's up with age? And on my back, just full of all these spots. And I'm like, what's up with these? I can't even call them age spots because they're not like the age spots that you see on old ladies' hands. And I hardly go in the sun. It's not sunspots. It is spots that come with age. And I'm like, you can control your weight to a degree. Yeah, you cannot control those. You can't control the sagging, which happens. You can try and weight train to prevent some of the sag, but the sag still comes eventually. You can weight train to be more mobile, more fit, so that hopefully you don't need a walker when you're older. But, all the things, and society just makes us feel so bad about the normal things. And yes, I am lucky my partner doesn't, he never brings it up, he never mentions it, he's not superficial, which is a blessing. I mean, every woman would dream of that. And yet I can be such a bitch to him sometimes, like yesterday. So now I'm segueing into something else. But yesterday, I just had one of those down days with this whole YouTube revenue thing. I just was like, you know, for F's sake, I'm trying so hard and the revenue's down and I know I can't control it. But I felt really like depressed, down in the dumps for the day. And I was just like, I'm putting in so much effort researching, recording clips, adding clips into my videos, trying to do thumbnails, trying to find the balance between clickbait and not clickbait. And you try so hard to find the balance, the correct road, the thing that will just gain you some more people listening. And then the revenue's down and you just, I was so deflated, like a deflated balloon. And then guilt, shame ate, whatever the word, no, depression ate, I don't know, like my weight's worth in food. And then I felt extra guilty because I'm now giving weight loss tips in my video. And then I was like, oh. And then I sat on the couch and then I felt actually ill, like I had a food baby ill. And I think I went into like a food coma and had a nap. And then the poor man gets home and I'm not even saying a word to him. I'm feeling, when you just feel like absolute crap as a woman, you've eaten too much, you're depressed, you're moody. I think hormonal, although I've got a Mirena in, so there was a bit of a small bleed today. So maybe it was like a pre-period feeling. Yeah, so I'm not perfect, that's for sure. And this poor man had to put up with grumpy me yesterday. Well, here's how I do it, but it's not nice for him. Is I don't spew any grumpiness. I just withdraw into myself. But that in and of itself causes him to worry. So yeah, not cool. And I know it. I need to apologize today. I need to apologize properly. We had a quick discussion about it this morning, but it's tough. It's scary as a as a mother with a child that I want to have some more revenue coming in so I can just feel like I'm really contributing. And when my child needs things, it's just like, no problem, here we go, you know. And when I need things too, as well, I don't want to feel guilty all the time, asking my partner, can I? And he doesn't mind, but it's like I feel guilty. So we are complicated creatures that we are. So if you feel guilty, if you're feeling lost, depressed, down, sad, even if you have everything going for you, because that's the other thing. I was beating myself up. Why do I feel down? I've got such a good life from the outside. Someone would look at me and say, she's so lucky. And I know that. I am lucky. I've got a lot of things going for me. I've got a lot of good in my life. I just needed to, but sometimes your emotions just have to do that. They just like they want to go down. You can't be up all the time. And yes, you can find joy in the moment, but sometimes you need a day of, I guess, not feeling joy so that you can feel it again. Oh, human beings, hey? I will leave you with those thoughts, and yeah, let's just see what the next month on YouTube brings. Wish me luck. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. And you are not alone. You are never, ever alone. We all feel like we are fucking life up, and we all feel like we are not there yet, and we are not where we are meant to be. I think that's universal. Bye.